You got one last chance to rethink this.
Think of the possibilities.
Surrounded by supporters. Let us begin.
The cruelest battles always happen in the most beautiful places. Not this time. When you're fighting for your life, nothing else matters. Until victory is won.
No jokes, no gimmicks, just combat.
You are under arrest, dirtbag.
Let's go crazy.
It's on. The time to do battle is here. You're welcome to Ultimate Battle. My name is Slimo. And of course, Friday, 8 p.m., you know where to be. There's only one place to be. The Ultimate Battle channel for another interesting esports action. I mean, it's been a while. It's been like 2 weeks now since Ultimate Battle went live. We've had some problems, but from here on out, we'll definitely be bringing you those matchups that you enjoy. I'm sure if you're following Ultimate Battle across all social media, you've been hearing about that battle we've been talking about for a very, very long time. That Kasoa Tekkz versus MayWeather battle is finally here. These two players go head to head. Kasoa Tekkz, who just made his debut on Ultimate Battle, showed why he is one to remember. We'll definitely look to have a good time here. And for MayWeather, we remember also his rampant efforts a few weeks ago on Ultimate Battle. They are here now to settle what could be a very, very interesting battle. You're welcome to Ultimate Battle Season 5 matchup. Kasoa Tekkz versus MayWeather in your shots, ready to go. And I mean, you couldn't ask for a better battle for an excellent Friday like this one. You know, we are poised to make your Friday better. And if you're into premium esports content and esports action, this is the place to be. On paralleled content for you guys. Once again, my name is Slimo. I have an interesting guest here with me. He'll join us shortly, maybe later, as and when the game commences. But remember that the prediction lines will be open after game 2. If you're familiar with Ultimate Battle, we play in a best of 5 series. We usually have predictions, but usually game 1 is to feel things out and then see how these two players are matched up. And it seems like if everything is ready, the players can now get to go now. We can start that much anticipated matchup. Kasoa Tekkz taking on MayWeather of Canvic Records Esports. These two players go way back. I think the only time I saw them actually play in a tournament together, not play against each other, was that Few Music tournament. They couldn't meet each other, but you could tell that both of them are highly coveted players within the EAFC scene in the country, and they are ready to do battle. Kasoa Tekkz is in the all-white kit, kicking from left to right in your shot, and in the Barcelona blue and red is Canvic Records MayWeather, who will be looking to continue that winning run he is on Ultimate Battle. As you start his first attack promisingly with Boniface. Some players don't take too long to settle into their groove. And that's MayWeather for you. The Canvic man didn't need too many invitations. He kept it as simple as possible. Boniface with the easy step over, beating that defense. And we have our first goal of the day as the Canvic Records Esports man is looking to put his authority all over the game. What a start it has been to game 1 already. I mean, MayWeather, one thing about him that makes a lot of people like him as well is usually his facial expressions. He's very, very focused on the game, doesn't give you too many smiles, shows you how serious this guy is. And he started with some incredible seriousness already. MayWeather up by a goal. And if you just joined us, this is Ultimate Battle, an esports streaming platform from Ghana. We do various games. We do numerous games. You're currently watching EAFC 24 action between two Ghanaian pro athletes in the scene. Kasoa Tekkz taking on MayWeather for this one. But you can go through the catalog, which has got vast majority of different games to go. As Tekkz will be looking to possibly get his response there. Joselu, that time his step over, well stopped in that direction. There comes Didier Drogba. And that's why everybody completed our SBC. And we are on level 10 very, very early. Well, corner. And once it gets onto the Ivorian's head, you know there's going to be trouble around there. He gets the equalizer very, very early on. Big goal to get the game back on level 10s. I mean, it's at the point in FC24 where you've got to utilize your attackers that have got aerial play style plus. As MayWeather still cooking on the offensive front, and Maximan trying to dance his way through, still holding on to the ball, but Canvic with an excellent step in. The Kasoa man able to hold that defensive line, but the first 17 minutes has already given us a clear picture that this game is going to be as competitive as it can be. It's a closely contested one, and it's going to be difficult to call who wins this one. But Kasoa Tekkz now settling into the groove with Bellingham. The good pass into Hansen. That shape already from his attacking end is looking very, very promising. Has loads and loads of bodies in the box. You could tell that he is an offensive-minded player. And FC24, I feel like everybody's offensive-minded. Usually, because the offense is so high-powered, you've got to lean towards that. And you can still hang your head around defending, but usually offense can pay the dividends for you. Bellingham, lovely turn. Got the pass into Joselu, but the defense well shaped up, well structured to block that one out. Tekkz versus MayWeather, a matchup that in any tournament, this could have possibly been like a semi-final, because these two guys in FC24 have shown that they could really, really step up their game and become some of the best in the country. R9 Ronaldo looking to use his pace and power through that one for MayWeather. But Kasoa Tekkz is there to stop him again. We take a critical look at the defensive pairing in FC24, and at this point in the new update of the game, you've got to have a defensive back line that are quick and tall to be able to deal with aerial play style plus. Ronaldinho almost making good use of the ball roll. Well defended that time. I mean, Texas shaping defense has looked very, very promising. That pass coming a bit too early, and Drogba will be flagged offside. But like I was saying, you've got to be critical about how you set up defensively, because your two defenders, your central defenders, have to be quick, and they've got to have that aerial play style plus as well, or be great headers of the ball and challenge the likes of Drogba and Joselu and Solo that we've seen up front for both of these teams. And for Kasoa Tekkz, he's done an excellent job of picking a very, very good defensive pairing in Maldini and Araujo. Araujo, I don't know if the FBC has ended yet, but he's a very, very strong card to finish. De Bruyne, driven pass to Solo, opens the space up. Wow, that was a very, very soft finish. He did very well to create that space for himself, MayWeather. But just a feeble attempt, and the goalkeeper will hold on to that one calmly. The game settling very, very well. As Joselu will look to burst through with a little bit of pace. Well, this petite card is not one that I faced a lot. It's not one that I fancy too many times. But that's what we love from Ultimate Battle as well. Every single week, I tell you, it's an avenue for you to discover players. And petite is kind of on my watch list for today. Cancelo, Joselu trying to link up with Drogba. And the reason why I'm seeing two bulky strikers up front is the new meta in town, the new aerial style, the new aerial play style plus that you've got to have every single time that you've got strikers up front. Ronaldinho pulls his way through as he'll have some space to work with. MayWeather working his way very well. Solo just can't hold on to it. And that's the only flaw with those bulky strikers. Corner kicks are always dangerous these days. And MayWeather will be looking to reply and get a goal of his own. So being pulled up front. Can the Norwegian get his head onto it? He did get his head onto it, but just not enough to beat the goalkeeper. We're almost 2 minutes away from halftime in this game, in what has been a very, very tight one, as expected, because these two guys, oh, look, if we are going based off accolades, we possibly say that MayWeather's the bigger player. But on the big stage like Ultimate Battle, the likes of Kasoa Tekkz can step up to the occasion. And he just needed just some small space to operate. That time, Joselu, the pass from De Bruyne, inch perfect. He didn't need too much space. And there you have it. He's overturned the deficit very, very early in this game. It's 2-1. Kasoa Tekkz up in the lead. Wow. That was a quick turn of events. That was a very, very quick turn of events. And you know what? The Canvic Records Esports man has some work to do now. He's got a lot of work to do now. Keep the comments coming in. Keep the comments coming in. I'll be reading a few of them today. Keep the comments coming in. For those asking of predictions, it will come right after game 1. And then after you've been able to assess how things will go in game 1, game 2, you can start getting your predictions in. MayWeather started the game strongly, but the Kasoa man has been able to bounce back strongly. We've got the whole of the second 45 to play in this one. Joselu, great step over to change direction, but the defense staying stable, staying compact. That time MayWeather keeping things in shape. Bellingham. Joselu again. He's been a menace so far in this game. MayWeather just can't seem to handle him. You know what? You've got to credit Kasoa Tekkz for putting out a lineup like this. And in this new era of lobbing balls and a lot of crosses, usually you could ponder around playing 2 strikers with aerial play style plus, or just playing 1. Personally, in my team, I just use Drogba up front. But I've met teams with the likes of Joselu and Drogba, like we are seeing already from Kasoa Tekkz, and it works effectively. I don't like that style because I don't have too much control of the ball, because those type of strikers just don't have enough ball control for you to work with. But the likes of Solot have good dribbling stats that you could use them up front. Speaking of Solot, there he is again, great turn as MayWeather will work his way up front. There was a good move, just couldn't finish it. The defense has been solid so far from Tekkz in this one. Petit finding Akanji, will look to recycle it, but Bellingham is there to control what is happening in the midfield. Already we've seen 2 patterns of play that looks very, very interesting. Immediately the ball gets into the midfield areas or the wing areas, you are seeing that these players would like to lob the ball into your Joselus or your Bellinghams. There's the law. That time Joselu can't knock it down into the open space. But we'll be seeing a lot more of these with currently how the game is being shaped up now. Tell me in the comment section, are you a fan of the new aerial play style plus that the game has transitioned into? If you're a big fan of that, let me know in the chat. If you don't like that as well, for my guest that will be on the show here with me, I'll also be asking him what he thinks about the new meta. As we've got a dead ball situation. Free kicks are also very dangerous in FC24, to be honest. I've considered quite a few. Maldini from distance, just straight at the wall. But Drogba will recover for MayWeather. Dangerous possession, reverse elastical. This could spell some danger, but I mean, Petit, he's been everywhere. And he was first to that loose ball, and it paid off heavily. Big time goal to open up that lead. Now let 2-goal cushion for Kasoa Tekkz. That was quick. That was quick. I mean, these 2 players have already shown some great offensive output in this game. But you've got to give Kasoa Tekkz some credit for that persistence and really, really working his way to win the ball back and high up the field. It's created overload for him in the 18-yard box, and it just paid off every single time we saw Petit winning it high up the field. You can't count him out yet. MayWeather, with that strong grin on his face, tells you, I am not done yet. That time it was just crisp passing, finding R9, and when the Brazilian is there, you know you're in a lot of trouble. R9 Ronaldo gets one back from MayWeather, and the game is nicely poised. 3 goals to 2 already. A 5-goal thriller, and this one we told you this one was going to be close. We told you how great this one was going to be, and you can tell already that it hasn't disappointed yet. Let me get into some of the comments today. Manobonzi said, you people for not delay you today. Oh, no problem, no problem. We've got you covered, brother. We've got you. Canvic Records Esports team says, no sweetness here. Well, MayWeather will have to turn things around quickly. Otherwise, it might get better for them. Havertz clears it out as they'll be looking for space to operate. Emmanuel Bonti again says, hey, Kasoa Tekkz, more like Kasoa Sorry. Hey, Emmanuel Bonti, you, one of these days, for a battle for you. Oh, what a move and what a strike. And that's why you have strikers like them in the middle. Solid, with one venomous effort to get the game back level. My word, what a finish that was. The pass from St. Maximin, they have to take too many touches. Comes off the post as well. MayWeather straight right back into the game. And I didn't expect anything less from him. It's nicely poised. How many games have we seen like this in game 1 on Ultimate? But I can't recall many of them. And today we are in for a treat. We are in for a treat. You know what? I have a feeling this series might go to 5. I just have a funny feeling this series, this best of 5 series might go to 5. Or maybe they might prove me wrong. The point from distance, Sheck will claim that one comfortably. Wait about 10 minutes to go in this one. I hope you are now taking notes on who you'd be predicting for, who you'd be putting your money on. So hopefully you can win the Ultimate Battle giveaways. And this one is definitely a tough one to call. MayWeather, with all the momentum in the world now, can he make it count though? Tekkz recovers strongly, and you come away with it. Clock is ticking now to possibly find out who wins this one. Reminder that if it plays out in a draw, we still have to find a winner, so we will go to extra time if that has to come into play. Hansen, Bellingham, getting more guys into play, just taking his time to break down the defense. This could spell an opportunity for Tekkz. My word, what a move, and he just can't finish it off. He did everything until that last final touch to give him the goal. Drop back, can't get onto it, Peter Check. Wonderful, wonderful save to hold on to it. I mean, that was the moment for Tekkz. That was the moment for him. He did everything so right, and he might be punished yet. As Carlos Alberto played to R9. That's what the pro players do. They punish you when you don't convert on the other end. That was lightning quick counter attack. It happened in a flash. I'm sure it caught almost every single one of you watching off guard. The over the top 2 ball. Carlos Alberto making it work. Wow. Quick 1-time 2 ball. All he needed was a pass into R9, and of course, open goal. One of the most deadly strikers in the game is not going to miss from that. We told you we're bringing you premium unparalleled content. Well, this is what we've got for you. The Friday nights couldn't have been any better. Wow. 2 minutes to go now. And Kasoa Tekkz staring at the barrel of defeat after leading by 2 goals. What a turn of events. Akanji, MayWeather, possibly to hold on to this one and grab a crucial game 1 win. Carlos Alberto coming away with the referee. It's a blow, it's a foul. That's it. One of the last dash to provide Bellingham. Could we see something dramatic from Hansen? The pass a bit too heavy, and that is going to be that. What a dramatic finish to this game. But in the end, the Canvic man stays true and stays strong and gets an important win on the day as he secures game 1. What a finish to this game this was. Wow. Ultimate Battle always delivering, and these two players delivering as well. There's more to come. Stay tuned. You know how we do it. We go for a quick turnaround as we'll take word from some of our sponsors. And of course, we bring you Kasoa Tekkz MayWeather Game 2 Ultimate Showdown on your screens. Don't go anywhere.
You got one last chance to rethink this.
Think of the possibilities.
Surrounded by supporters. Let us begin.
The cruelest battles always happen in the most beautiful places. Not this time. When you're fighting for your life, nothing else matters. Until victory is won.
No jokes, no gimmicks, just combat.
You are under arrest, dirtbag.
Let's go crazy.
What a way to kickstart Game 1. We couldn't have asked for anything better. You know what? Kasoa Tekkz and MayWeather have definitely put on a show for us. Wow. And I must say, going into Game 2, they've set the bar so high. If we don't get another 7-goal thriller, we might be disappointed a bit. But maybe a change in strategies we'll see from them. And FC24, I know sometimes it's difficult to keep the goals from going in, but we'll have to see possibly some of the defense shoring up a bit. The likes of Kasoa Tekkz, the way and manner in which he conceded 3 straight goals, that didn't look good on his end at all. I mean, you were leading, you were up by 2 goals at a point, and just like that, you concede 3 goals consecutively. It just doesn't bode well of his defense, and I'm sure he's possibly working some things out to hopefully keep that defense in check and as tight as he can as the players run through the formations and everything. We're seeing a 4-4-2 formation from MayWeather, and that one, you could see they're just switching things up a bit. And with the popular 4-3-2-1 as well, it will definitely come in the mix as Game 2 will begin. I'm ready to introduce my guest on the show today. He's been familiar now. You guys have been hearing his voice constantly now on the show. Play Province's very own Faculty is in the building as well. Faculty, how you see Game 1?
Game 1, to say, well, the love passes so much.
I mean, if it's working, you just can't say you won't do it. And at a point, I was like, hey, when I'm playing champs or rivals, I won't lob too much or I won't cross the ball too much. But hey, if the pros are doing it, who am I to not say I won't do it? As we've got Drogba on the 10, he's got a lot of strength to be able to shield onto that ball. As Tekkz is looking to start this game with a heater. Carlos Alberto. Oh, that's good pressing from Vinicius Jr. Tekkz, you can see how aggressive he wants to start this one with a lot of intent, I should say. But MayWeather looking to calm things down on his end as well. But you know what, Faculty, comparing this game's meta, the aerial playstyle classes meta where you have to cross a lot, to maybe a FIFA 22 where it was extra pass, or maybe another iteration of FIFA where you have to do different things. Do you like this meta? Do you like the aerial playstyle class meta?
To me, I don't know how to do this meta, so I don't like it.
You know, that's the thing with FC this year. Because we weren't privy, or it's not something that we're doing in the old FIFAs, it's kind of new to everybody. Because in the old FIFAs, a lot of people were doing extra pass before it even became the meta. So once it became the meta, you just needed a little bit of polishing, and then you could master it. But this time around, it's so new that only a few people that were crossing back then have been able to make good use of it. I'm sorry, I just forgot about prediction, but the predictions are on because I didn't remind you guys earlier. I'm pushing the time to 20 in-game minutes, so you've got 5 minutes to tell me who you think will win this one. Correct score and correct score only. If Kasoa Tekkz is winning 2-0, tell me Kasoa Tekkz 2-0. If MayWeather is winning 3-1, tell me MayWeather 3, Kasoa Tekkz 1. As we head into this one, you've got about 5 minutes to get your predictions in, and you stand a chance of winning 20 Ghana cedis from Ultimate Battle as we head into this heated one. If you just joined, MayWeather overcame that huge goal deficit of 2 goals down against Kasoa Tekkz to win that one 4-3 and seal game 1. And this is game 2 that you're currently watching. Cancelo. Well, good defending from Kai Havertz. And at this point, I was expecting that we wouldn't see Havertz in many teams, but faculty, is Havertz still in your team?
No.
So which left back are you using currently?
Lizaru.
Every day we get new left back. And I don't blame guys because of the new meta, you've got to find the perfect one, the one that has space, the one that has the height as well to deal with the crosses. But
and the whip pass.
The whip pass as well. The whip pass play style plus, that's excellent because if they have it, they'll be getting the crosses spot on for your attackers to deal with. Speaking of one of the most highly used left backs in the game, yes, Havertz, to possibly do damage for MayWeather, but look how calm he is. He's not rushing into anything at all. That time he gives it away, but he'll still get the ball back for throw-ins. And I always say that patience is key. And I always see that from the pro athletes when I'm watching them. They don't rush into anything at all. Look at MayWeather trying to find the best possible option, as he almost did that with Havertz and almost created a chance out of that. But once you've got patience on offense, you've got to have patience on defense as well. And you could tell that Kasoa Tekkz also has it early on to start this game. Let me get into some of the predictions for this one that you guys have put in. We'll see. Mario says that Tekkz is winning this one 4-2. That's a bold claim after he lost the first one. But I kind of feel like that game was so close that you could pick anybody to win and you could actually be the winner because these two guys are so tight. I mean, it's hard separating them, and it took a 1-goal margin to separate them. Faculty also predicting that MayWeather will win 4-2, just wide off the post. R9 almost making it work. MayWeather doing extremely well to create that chance, just can't finish it. And Tekkz says it's going to be a 2-2 draw. Wow, interesting. First draw prediction we've had for the day. Those are the valid predictions that we've got for today. We'll see how it pans out for the guys who predicted. Drogba! Emphatic one as he opens the scoring in this game. Didier Drogba. Faculty, at this point, will you be shocked if someone hasn't completed this SBC? Because it seems like it's in everybody's team.
Yeah, everybody team, yeah, get over challenge. So got the new meta, everybody new players then get an area plus on to be the man.
Comparing Drogba to the likes of Joselu, Solot, and Haaland, who do you think is the best out of them?
Haaland.
The TOTS or TOTY Haaland?
TOTS.
I mean, Erling Haaland, you can't go wrong with him as well. Say maximum into R9. Well, it seems like ref has blown his whistle for offside, but that was a weird one because that cutback looked very weird. And R9 with a toe poke to get that one into the back of the net, but it's deemed very illegal. Let me know what you think as well. For all of the strikers that have got the aerial play style plus, which one is your favorite? Are you a Drogba guy? Because for Drogba, I think everybody can afford it because it was put into the SBC, kind courtesy of the E-Champions League winner from SC Paderborn, who's made that big move to Fnatic Johnny. Everybody has been able to test out that Drogba because of him. But for the likes of Erling Haaland, because he's so expensive, maybe you haven't had a chance to use him. If you've got the loan item, fine. If you've used them in draft as well, fine. As the cross will come in, solid, almost getting there. And I think that will be it for the first half in this game. And speaking of the other strikers that have got area play star plus, Ozelu was also in the SBC. I know Solot was also an SBC as well. And if there are other strikers that you think we should throw in the conversation, you can let me know about that. But faculty, there's the R9 SBC that has been released, but I've seen that a lot of people didn't complete it. Do you feel like he's still worthy of completing at this point?
Oh yeah.
Like, he doesn't have the aerial playstyle plus, but you feel like he's up there with the best of the strikers in the game.
I'll be one of the best strikers for the game inside. So you know, if you know complete, I mean,
speaking of one of the best strikers in the game, just the heavy touch. MayWeather passing on the defense, and he almost made it work. And sometimes in 1v1 situations, I put myself in their shoes and be like, what would I have done there? Because you have so much space. Do you like when you have this much space, or you like when the space is a little bit smaller?
This much space.
This much space, I know it gives you a lot of time to think, but it can also get you confused. Because when you get the ball immediately, you're thinking, okay, I'm going to ball, and you get in front of the goalkeeper and you want to shot Kasoa. Kind of caught between two minds there. Seems like that's possibly what happened to MayWeather, Ronaldinho, Emmanuel Petit, with Kasoa Tekkz holding on dearly to this lead. But you have to defend even more strongly. As soon as he started creating those chances, you felt like the goal was coming. And he's half them puffed, and it's paid off for him. The Canvic Records Esports, man. He's back on track this time. It's solo again. And you know what? We've got to give him a huge applause for, breaking down that defense in the most simplistic way possible. Because you know what? He could have opted for a quick step into some skill moves, maybe a reversal, let's go to create space. But it's always a quick passing from MayWeather. I was comparing these two players and their resume and their short stint within the EAFC scene in Ghana. And you know what? For MayWeather, he's done some amazing work. Oh, he was about to go down there. You can see the expression from Kasoa Tekks's face that he was surprised that one didn't go with Didier Drogba, just missing by whiskers of that post. Still poised that one goal apiece. And I feel like we'll be seeing this scoreline a lot of times in this series for this one. The Canvic man just equalized with this one. So yeah, comparing to the both of them resumes, MayWeather made his debut, I think, last year or last 2 years, maybe the ending of last 2 years. But last year, I feel like he made his debut and he came out with a bang. MayWeather announced himself on the scene, winning a couple of tournaments here and they're really impressing on the big stage within the Ghanaian esports scene. And ever since, he's done extremely well. He's been one of the few to represent Ghana outside as well. Kudos to him. And that Gamer X tournament in Nigeria, got to the quarterfinals as well. So he definitely made his country proud and his team proud by doing that. So MayWeather has been the more established player. But for Kasoa Tekks, we only heard of him this season in FC24. And in that team music tournament, hosted of course by Ultimate Battle, he also made that quarterfinal. So it tells you that he's also got that pedigree to be able to play at a high level. And both of them have displayed their pedigree to the best of their ability so far in this game. And kudos to them. They've made huge strides within the FC scene in the country. Hansen, with about 20 minutes to go, and what has been a keenly contested one, working his way high up the field and just can't beat his man. Joselu. Oh, that quick touch into Drogba was an insightful one as you get it back with a lucky bounce, I should call it. And he's looking to possibly dance his way through. We've seen him do this time and time again with Joselu. We saw that in the first leg as Drogba will get some spacing. And he was rewarded for all his high pressing efforts. Didier Drogba on the score sheet again. And just like faculty said, if you haven't completed that SBC, don't know what you're doing. He's the man for you. He's got strength, he's got pace and power. That's pulling to his strength, and I always call him the bullish striker. You know what? Emmanuel Petit made a strong tackle, but just wasn't enough. That sheer strength from the Chelsea legend, the Ivorian, doubles the lead for Kasoa Tekkz up by 2-1. And you know what? Going into these final 15 minutes, it will test the resolve of the Canvic man. Can he dig deep and find an equalizer? Is the big question now going into the final stages of this game. Carlos Alberto. Maybe the response is coming even earlier than we expected. Well, that's a dangerous tackle. Dancing his way through, and you kind of feel like Tekkz panicked a bit because he was in an unharmful situation. Maldini just put a leg out, and Tekkz giving away a very, very cheap penalty. And will MayWeather make him pay. Kevin De Bruyne is the man to step up. MayWeather to level things. Huge save from Tekkz. And could that be the momentum shifting one for him to seal out the win? But he's got a lot more defending to do as the comeback will come in. So a lot of effort will blood. Faculty in games like this where you are out by 2-1 and you concede a penalty, what does a big penalty save like this do to your morale?
Oh, it go make us say this game for win with that. So go first is point penalty there, Charlie.
Right now, the momentum they your side.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's what's running through Kasoa Tekkz's mind. He could seal it out with a goal that time. Jose Luis effort well saved by the goalkeeper. The momentum now shifting. Drogba. Oh, that could have been a moment. And we've seen him score from corner kicks as well. That could have been the moment for him to possibly seal it out. But MayWeather not done yet. And this one, Javier trying to burst through with pace. That time the defender tracking him extremely well. We've got about 5 minutes to go in this one with Tekkz having that slender lead to hold on to. It's getting to crunch time now. And in crunch time, it's where hands can get a little bit wobbly. It's where Ness can settle in. Who gets to hold this Ness? At this point, Kasoa Tekkz will be looking to possibly get maybe a goal to seal the deal. Or if he goes for time management well, then it's all up to him. Can he deal with the pressure from MayWeather? Speaking of the pressure, here it comes. St. Maximin. He's got about 3 minutes to execute. MayWeather into R9 Ronaldo looking for the options and finds the German at the Cancelo with a huge tackle for Kasoa Tekkz to hold on to it. He's got about a minute of stopping time to seal the deal and what will be a pivotal game to win and level the series. Plus 2 at that time. This is a dangerous pass to give. But you head it back to the goalkeeper calmly. And you see what he just did there. He's holding on to it so firmly that he doesn't want to give this one away. Well, that's a risky clearance. But rest of the enough is enough and we get 2 smiles from them. What an intense movement. Wow. What an end to that game that was. And we couldn't have asked for anything better. I mean, Kasoa Tekkz leveling the series up, and just like we predict, a very, very close one. If you got the prediction right, we'll be checking through, and then, of course, you can be a winner in this one. We'll go for another break. Game 3 is on the horizon.
You got one last chance to rethink this.
Think of the possibilities.
Surrounded by supporters. Let us begin.
The cruelest battles always happen in the most beautiful places. Not this time. When you're fighting for your life, nothing else matters. Until victory is won.
No jokes, no gimmicks, just combat.
You are under arrest, dirtbag.
You got one last chance to rethink this.
Think of the possibilities.
Surrounded by supporters. Let us begin.
The cruelest battles always happen in the most beautiful places. Not this time. When you're fighting for your life, nothing else matters. Until victory is won.
No jokes, no gimmicks, just combat.
You are under arrest, dirtbag.
Let's go crazy.
You got one last chance to rethink this.
Think of the possibilities.
Surrounded by supporters. Let us begin.
The cruelest battles always happen in the most beautiful places. Not this time. When you're fighting for your life.
All right, welcome back from that quick one. And just like we said, I've said this like the whole time that some of the battles that we do usually act like you could tell from maybe game one that okay, this person could win like the whole of the thing. But even with Mayweather's performance in game one, you could tell that a majority of those things in that game, Kasoa Tekkz was the better player, and in some part as well, Mayweather was the better player. So it was difficult to call that Mayweather will win in game two. People actually vote to predict that Mayweather will win in game two. But there you have it. Kasoa Tekkz also pulling strings to also win game two. That's how close this game is, and that's how close this series is. Your prediction lines are open till the 15th in-game minute mark. Well, your predictions will be valid till then. Get the predictions, and if you predict rightly, you get 20 Ghana cedis. But faculty, from what you've watched in game two, did you see some things that they were doing that impressed you?
Oh yeah, game two. I know that CC then they do love boss.
much.
Yeah, everybody play normal.
But what do you make of it? Because if you become over reliant, like right now you do the low balls too much way. Right now you they make predictable. Do you feel like you become easier to stop?
Yeah, as then they play the second game, I read something say if the one person trigger play up and then they follow him, everybody make steady say no bro go like lob ball for him top. So I see.
So it's just that extra cautiousness that has brought to players. I mean, you can't blame them. It's ultimate battle you're playing on. It's the biggest esports streaming platform in Ghana, and you want to put out your best. And I'm saying these two games, these players have definitely put out their best. And defensively, it's been strong. I was calling for a better defensive performance from Kasoa Tekkz in game two, and he did deliver. Now it's up to Mayweather to ramp up his attack, because it was kind of down for me. Even though that penalty miss kind of killed the momentum for him, he's got to find a way to get back that groove. Drogba, that's a well-worked move, but the pass came a bit too early. We are 3 minutes away from the prediction lines being closed. Get them in. Who's winning this one? Who's winning game three? Let me know what you think And then you have a chance to win the giveaway as well. Get the predictions in for this one. You stand a chance of winning 20 Ghana cedis as Boniface was open. Pass just came a bit too early, and that will be deemed as offside too. Now, I've always had this perception about playing FC24 that you've always got to be the best attacker in the game. Like, your attack has to be so good. You've got to be flawless in attack to always win the game. But you can have a sound defense and win games as well. Because in game 2, I think we saw a strong defensive performance from Kasoa, Tekkz. You get another chance in this game. Solid, great comeback into Boniface. Victor Boniface. I think 4-star weak foot. MayWeather just couldn't bury it with his weaker foot. But did create that chance extremely well as you get it again. Carlos Alberto. Boniface into Emmanuel Petit. Akanji. For Carlos Alberto again. The two Brazilians linking up. This time Ronaldinho on the ball, but just can't find it. Faculty, I need us to address a problem that we've possibly got in the Ghanaian Esports EAFC scene. We had the privilege of seeing our athletes on the world stage in Sweden, but it just didn't pan out the way we wanted it to. What do you think we are lacking as an athlete yourself and watching these two guys go head to head? I know I'm putting you in a difficult situation, but what you feel say we no get.
Okay, my boss say talent, but me Charlie.
Alright,
this question, yeah, Charlie.
That's why I love on Twitter on Fridays. Even though we are enjoying the game, it's also free your mind segment. You know what? I'm giving everybody the opportunity in the chat. And I know Canvic himself is also watching in the chat. Well, MayWeather almost making it work. R9 getting some space, but some space just couldn't finalize the deal. You get a corner out of this one. Havertz, can he well work it? Well, Trivella effort. And it's been a very long time since I saw Trivella efforts go with that time he even greened it, but it just couldn't come to fruition. So yeah, Ultimate Battle is a free your mind segment in the EAFC Esports scene in Ghana. What do you think we are lacking? Because these are two top players that I feel like they've got the talent that if we harness it well, they could possibly go on the world stage and then do extremely well. We did go on the world stage where OG Drizzy from Canvic Records Esports was able to win one game actually and then progress to the next round, but it just couldn't come together for him. For Mulish as well of Modern Row Esports, it just didn't work out. So one of our best players, Kennedy, also making it onto the world stage. It just wasn't enough. So I'm giving you the opportunity in the chat. Let's have a discussion. What do you think we are lacking? Because for Ultimate Battle, we're also here to help. In as much as we're giving the players the platform to perform at the highest level, we having conversations like this with all of or most of the players watching and listening. They also take notes and then also work on their game. If it's something that has to come from the governing bodies that we've got in the esports scene, they're also listening that will be taking notes and then help the players with. So if you've got any suggestions, you can let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll be reading a few of them out, and then we might be having discussions. Maybe we might even have one of the key stakeholders on to also have a conversation about it if it gets to that stage on Ultimate Battle. So yeah, anything can happen with this one. And heading into the last final 5 minutes of the first half in this one, and Ronaldo step over, MayWeather getting in the groove. That was aggressive defending. That was well timed from Tekkz. That was well timed from. If he didn't time it well there, he could have conceded another penalty. And with FC24 and other iterations of EA Sports FC games, we know that in the final minutes of the first half, it could cause danger. It's just like that move. The ball rolling to the Trivella that time, it just didn't work. Vinicius. 2 minutes to go with the last chance, possibly falling for the Kasoa man. Maldini. Into Cancelo. A minute to go now for Bellingham. Well won back by MayWeather. You could tell that he really wants to get back into winning ways. I mean, he's been the better player, arguably, in Game 3 so far. But we've learned that sometimes it's not the best players that win. You can play extremely well, but if you don't take your moment in the game, you could be punished as the first half comes to a close. Difficult game to call still. And is still level pegging. Okay, let me get into the comments a bit about the EAFC scene in the country, how we can improve it. Canvic said, and Canvic will also have extra impetus because he was there in Sweden. He saw what was happening. He has extra insight as well. So coming from him, we definitely know it's a legit one. Canvic says we lack international matches. Wow, that's very, very big. And you know what? Ultimate Battle will take it upon ourselves. We'll start with these African matchups that can give our players the exposure. So I think it's key. Well, that was the moment for him to open the scoring. R9 again. And how many chances is he going to miss? MayWeather, he's been able to create them, just can't find the finish. And is he going to pay for them? As I'm over the top, two come. Vinicius will get it back for Tekkz. Trying to dribble his way to Carlos Alberto will hold it down. All right, let's get back into them. Canvic says we like international matches. All right, that's excellent. These are some of the suggestions we want to hear because this is within our jurisdiction. Ultimate Battle can do something about this and create more international matches. I think 2 seasons ago, we were doing a lot of these international matches with the Kenyans and the Nigerians who tried to do a lot more to give ourselves the exposure. Canvic also says we keep playing between ourselves. That's very, very true. Emmanuel Bonzi says, Slimo, I believe our pro players are used to playing against themselves only. Wow. I didn't know that was... Look, I knew we didn't have too much international matches, but I didn't know it was such a big concern that seems like a lot of people are pointing that out. So, Ultimate Battle will definitely take that upon ourselves and then do something about it. Emmanuel Bonzi says, plus most of the tournaments hosted in Ghana are not Ultimate Team based. This matter. We've spoken about it for a very, very long time, but that's where you've also got to give us some credit, Ultimate Battle, because every single time we are playing our games, it's usually in Ultimate Team mode. We want to make our players familiar with it, so we get onto the big stage. It's not something new for them. We familiarize the players with it, because we've had Ultimate Battle championships in recent times where it's a tournament format, and it's still Ultimate Team. And what you're currently watching is Ultimate Team as well. Canvic says, their player locks and passes have been different. Speaking of player locks, so far the matches I will not see player lock.
Yeah, everybody in style of play.
You know, but from the international pros or the European pros or the outside pros, we see a lot of player locks. So hopefully we're able to get our players integrate that into their play styles.
We want to steady for now. What do we see? If they pros, they play the CC, they do a second man press plenty. Bagana here.
With the comment. I like that we're having these conversations. It's bringing up a whole lot of things. So for all the pros that are listening and all the pros that are watching from Ghana or even Nigeria, you could learn a thing or two from it. Bonzi comes back and says, our pro players are not tactical enough. Go pass it to Boniface. Wow, at this point, I think it might be getting to MayWeather a bit. The number of chances he's missing,
and the way things they go right in it, the game will be punished out.
Exactly, because
he missed chances plenty. Wow,
China has had a couple of great chances to give MayWeather the lead. He's missed them. MayWeather has created great chances, finding Boniface on that occasion, but just can't find the back of the net. These missed chances could be punished by Kasoa Tekkz, who hasn't been at his best on offensive end, to be honest. It's been MayWeather all the way in this one. He's been very, very aggressive, but he's got to change the most important statistic in the game. Carlos Alberto for MayWeather. Spirits are not dampened yet, and this could be the moment for another you coming to really. You can see the expressions from, we don't see him having too many groans or moans, but he will possibly be getting to that stage. First comes in, Solot over the top of the bar. Venom asking who won game 2. Kasoa Tekkz won game 2. And right now the series is at 1-1. So I'm getting back to that Emmanuel Bonzi comment. He says, our pro players are not tactical enough. They play what I call cha-cha style of gameplay. For people who don't understand the word cha-cha, it's just a jargon in Ghana known as betting style of gameplay. So maybe, I don't know if you want to call it I read or what, but he says we are not tactical enough. So I hope the pros that are watching from Ghana will try to employ a little bit more tactics into their game. Duba comes in and says, We just don't like international matches. Interesting. We don't match ourselves enough. Most of our top players don't like to play with us. Wow. That's also a very interesting comment. And you know what? I've heard this plea or this complaint from a lot of the players, because I think it's getting to a point where sometimes the people we consider as the best of the pros within the AFC scene kind of have a little bit of ego, because you want to play a training match against some of the best and it does not give you that space. Well, speaking of space, Anna got it there and it didn't waste it. Hotel, I think we'll say this one is well deserved. The well deserved go for
Yeah, Charlie, he tired. In reactions for the Tinto Wangasabiki.
He's definitely breathed a huge sigh of relief as he's gotten the goal he was looking for. Great goal to give him the lead in this one, and he's got 8 minutes to hold on to it. Wow. Crunch game this one was going to. This is the lowest scoring game. You know what? After that 7-goal thriller in game 1, we came back down to a 5-goal thriller in game 2, and we are now to just 1 goal in game 3. Well, add 1 more goal to that. Kasoa Tekkz, he's been quiet on offense all game, but when it was needed the most, he came up clutch. Big goal to get him back on level terms. I'm sure MayWeather is kicking himself. He's telling himself, how did I not finish all of these chances? It would have possibly been like 3-1 up or 2-1 up. But kudos to Kasoa Tekkz, get himself in the game. And then Drogba makes all of its efforts not be in vain. Big goal to get a right back on track. 5 minutes ago. I just love this situation so much, because you know what? It preps our players. It preps them to have this nervy moment. So, you know, when they're playing in tournaments and it's 1-1, in stages like this, you know what to do. Who will have the poise? Who will have the edge in the last 2 minutes ago? The chance could be falling to MayWeather here as you find the Brazilian who got the goal in this game. Ronaldo can work his way through, and Kasoa Tekkz will win it back. Cancelo, they're heading into possibly where he could create just maybe 1 chance to go in this game. Bellingham, the ball can't get it to go. The MayWeather will get it back. It's back and forth here. Nobody can seem to hold on to the ball for a few minutes. Maybe some drama to end it all. And turns away and sort of gets it. Nervy moments coming in, and the Canvic man looking to go deep in his back to possibly get a vital goal, but I don't think that's happening anytime soon. And we're headed to extra time, our very first extra time in this series. Extra time, here we go. Still 1-1, beautifully poised. Wow. I'm just thinking of the moment where, you know, MayWeather has created all of the big chances. He's had like 4 big chances he was supposed to score from. Kasoa Tekkz just created, I think, 1 chance and 1 big goal coming out of that. MayWeather has definitely ruled some of those missed chances, but you've got to throw that away and then look at the next 30 in-game minutes as a fresh new game and create new chances of your own and just create something different. Because for Kasoa Tekkz, it's just continuing the same way he's played, defended extremely well, and just create those pivotal chances to give you goals. Speaking of those pivotal chances, there could be one coming soon as Cancelo will get it. Bellingham, the Coqueta pass into Drogba. The Punisher now will call it. What a beautiful effort. This is one of the plays that will go down as one of the best in the day. Kasoa Tekkz, all right. And that's where he takes inspiration from, the Coqueta pass into Drogba. And the goalkeeper left helpless in that situation. There's a reason why he's named himself Kasoa Tekkz. He's playing like Tekkz, and possibly Foot Champs Cup in FIFA 19. He's got the skill moves down to a pulp. And the Kasoa man has overturned the deficit. That's the way to go about it. That's composure at the highest level. And is looking beautifully poised in this one. Crazy game we've got on our hands, MayWeather now. Wow. At this point, down by 2-1, he still has the ability to create chances. He's just such a crazy offensive player that you know the chance will come for him. And look at him dribble through. Oh, there was the option of the extra pass. Maybe he just didn't see it because Boniface was just right there for him. Crazy stuff from him. He almost got a goal out of that, but we are 2 minutes in before this game ends. Ronaldinho, that's a poor clearance from Tekkz, and he could be punished here. The ball from distance, just wide. Faculty, have you been in a situation where, okay, in the shoes of MayWeather, where you've missed so many chances and now you've been punished?
Oh, I talk this thing.
The game will be punished.
The game will punish him. With the game punish him, because right, your man can't get a pan for him top. I did see right, your man get composure and things.
Exactly.
Now they see
into the game.
MayWeather the rush things. So why they see that thing now? Yeah.
He needs the equalizer, but this could be his moment. And you know what? Credit to him. He's going back to the same thing that was working for him throughout the whole series. Simplistic passing. Perfect for MayWeather to get back into the game. 2-2 now. We are not done here. That was a brilliant turn from Emmanuel Petit. I didn't know he had that in him. Because the defensive midfielder, I didn't know he had those excellent turns on him. But crazy finish. R9 Ronaldo, 5-star weak foot. With a weaker left foot, bangs it home. 2-2 with the final 15 minutes to go. I'll be getting into the comment section, hopefully after this game, and then we can delve deeper into what we were speaking about earlier about the EAFC scene in Ghana and how we can improve on them. Is very vital to me because we need to make big statements. So yeah, we'll be getting into that conversation. You can also drop all your comments in there as well. What a game this one has been. It's giving us everything. It's giving us thrills, drama, late goals, and it's sitting perfectly at 2-2. And it could go either way. Forgot if you have to put your money on anybody with the last 15 minutes to go, who would you lean towards?
Kasoa Tekkz.
Faculty says possibly Kasoa Tekkz will win this one. Let us see if he's got it. If the Kasoa man has got it. Say Maxima on the 10. Well, Boniface was almost in the area, but just couldn't find him as Tekkz will get it now. Playing a through ball to Drogba. That's how you like the pace and power of Drogba, but the defender was just ahead of the curve. De Bruyne again for Tekkz. Looking to control affairs now with about 10 minutes to go. Alberto, big switch of playing to Havertz. That's how you like the German midfielder as well. To be able to win you those balls. Almost working his way up from there, MayWeather. Ribbon. This rubric card isn't one I've been seeing a lot as well. It's very unfamiliar to me because I haven't faced them too many times in rivals and champs. So what do you guys think? Is Ribery a card, a very common card? I say Maximum will win it back. This could be a huge moment for MayWeather. Could he break some Kasoa fans' hearts? As a cross from Boniface will get there around with a big clearance. Well, that was a shaky one. Petit will get it back. Boniface will seal it. That's the stamp of a winning goal. That's the nail in the coffin for MayWeather. And Kasoa Tekkz will be kicking himself. What clearance was that? A very poor one. And he gives MayWeather a second shot at winning this game. Up by 3-2 with less than 5 minutes to go. It's looking like the Canvic man might seal out the deal. But remember how quickly Kasoa Tekkz was able to get the goal in that second half. MayWeather has got to be wary. 2 minutes to go now. Can the Canvic get back to winning ways and make the series 2-1 in his favor? Can't he? For Carlos Alberto, working his way very well. Switch of play for Havertz. De Bruyne looking to possibly play this one out till the clock runs out. And that could be that. MayWeather was extremely to dig deep. And it took him to extra time. But it was all worth it. MayWeather gets back on winning ways and is up by 2 wins to 1 in this best of 5 series. Excellent finish from MayWeather. Of course, we'll have another breather, and when we are back, we're introducing back our call-in segment. You can call in, and then we'll have a chat about this game, about the EAFC esports scene in the country, and how we can better it, about anything FC24, about anything Ultimate Battle. Any suggestions you've got, we can have a chat about it. The number will be pinned in the chat, so you can call me, and then we'll have a conversation about it. If it's faculty you want to speak to, we can have a conversation as well. Let's go for that break, and when we are back, there's more things to talk about in Game 4.
You got one last chance to rethink this.
Think of the possibilities.
Surrounded by supporters. Let us begin.
The cruelest battles always happen in the most beautiful places. Not this time. When you're fighting for your life, nothing else matters. Until victory is won.
No jokes, no gimmicks, just combat.
You are under arrest, dirtbag.
Let's go crazy.
Adi, come on, relax. Game 3, epic Game 3, and welcome back for more of the action. We are heading into Game 4. It took resilience, it took composure, it took MayWeather digging deep for this win. But it's time for the call-in segment. You can call in if you want to have a chat about this game. The WhatsApp call line is pinned in the chat is 050-7066-578, 050-7066-578. You can call me and we'll have a chat about it. If it's faculty you want to speak to about this game or anything Ultimate Battle EAFC esports in the country, we can also have a conversation about it. We'll give you about 2 minutes before we get back into the game. The players are ready and raring to go in for Game 4. MayWeather with a crucial win in Game 2. Faculty, the way in which the game was positioned, you said clearly that it punished MayWeather, but he had to dig deep for that one. Do you feel like these are qualities that every player should have? Well, it seems like we've got a first caller of the day.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, like I'm calling.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm calling from.
It seems like we've just lost him there, but like I was saying, faculty, the ability to have the resilience, because I know it's difficult. Because the game is against you. You've been missing all those chances. You think it's a quality that almost every player should have?
Yeah, we experience to the count. As you say, MayWeather using experience. So me myself, I predict say like Kasoa Tekkz for win, but like as you say, MayWeather I get experience. Experience it take beat your man. Yeah, I get up. Yeah.
Well, that experience will come in handy when we get into game 4 because it's certainly poised 2-1 in his favor. He's got to find a way to win game 4 and possibly maybe seal the deal there. Remember. Huh? All right, seems like we have a caller on the line. Hello, big man. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you very well. Hello, I can hear you. Hello? Oh.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you very well now.
All right, great. Kindly tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, I'm Ogasana.
You're from where?
I'm from Tuesday Market.
Oh, great. I didn't get your name.
Ogasana.
Odasama. Oh, that's great. Thanks for calling Ultimate Battle. How did you see the game so far?
Yeah, it's been great so far. Both players are doing good. And I'm just hoping and praying that one of the match will just, and so far, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, both players have played very, very well. But who has been your favorite so far? The two out of the two of them.
Mayweather.
Yeah, behind Mayweather.
Yeah. So it game. Can't that's like it's like them. It's able to take use very well.
Yeah, I was trying to catch up on what you were saying, but your line was breaking up a bit. But finally, before I leave you, because the players are ready to go into game 4, so we can all enjoy it. It's Mayweather winning this game and then closing the series.
Yeah, Mayweather will win this game. And I
Is
he
winning this one?
He's winning this one.
All right. Thank you for the prediction. We'll see how it pans out. Thanks for calling Osana from Mamprobi. We appreciate it. Keep on enjoying Ultimate Battle. We'll catch you some other time. I think that we've got another caller on the line. We'll take that final call before we go into game 4. Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening, and where are you calling from?
Yeah, good evening. I'm Tagma. I'm calling from Tomanito.
Oh, great. It's nice hearing from you, Tagma. Have you been enjoying the game so far?
Yeah, I've been enjoying the game. I just want to advise those two boys to just calm down and relax. Because it looks like sometimes they are in a haste to push the ball forward.
You feel like they're rushing things, eh?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. So I'm saying this so they can hear. Tagma says you guys should calm things down a bit. But out of the two, who have you enjoyed watching the most?
I'm enjoying the two of them fun. And I think Tekkz is my favorite. He's playing well for me. And Mayweather should smile a little. Beg him. Yes,
That's his demeanor. That's his demeanor.
So yeah, here for them. We are still following.
Oh, that's nice to hear. That's nice to hear. The guys are ready for game 4. We want them to start the action. But before you go, any predictions for game 4? Who's winning and what's the scoreline going to be like?
I think I went for Tekkz the match that ended. And I think I'm going for Mayweather. It looks like it's coming with fire. So I think I'm going for Mayweather now.
Indeed. Mayweather is coming with fire. Thanks for speaking to me, Tagma. We'll definitely have a chat some other time. There's a lot to talk about. Thanks for speaking to us. We'll catch you some other time. All right. So those were our two callers. One backing Mayweather and the other backing Kasoa Tekkz. It could be fun going into game 4, but we are ready now. Game 4, Kasoa Tekkz versus Mayweather. Crazy. Going into this one, Mayweather, he's on a thin line, because remember that in the best of 5 series, you've got to win 3 games. 3 games and you are champion. So Mayweather has got just 1 win needed for him to possibly win the whole series. He's one win away from winning the whole series. For Kasoa, Tekkz, he's got to win 2 straight games on the bounce. And usually in ultimate battle, if you are down by a game, it could cause many problems. And you know, I always say that playing the game sometimes it's mental. If you can win mentally, you can win physically as well. Bellingham, Kasoa, Tekkz. We've always seen this from him. Usually, I think in game 2, he also started really aggressively, which actually got him the win. He's looking to get back to those ways and then hopefully getting a win on board. The prediction lines are open, guys. We've already had some interesting predictions from our callers. You can also get a prediction in. So far, we haven't had anybody win our giveaways today. Kindly do predict so you can be our first winner today. De Bruyne, Joselu, Tekkz, almost breaking through that defense, but Mayweather will stay resolute, and he's got to find a way to stay resolute in game 4. There's a close-out game 4. Can he do it? Is the big question, as Vinicius Jr. will come away with it. Well, speaking of the player lock that we said we didn't see, there's an example. Kasoa Tekkz almost making it work. He did so well to create the space with it, but just couldn't find the perfect way to open the scoring. All right. Let's get back into that conversation about the EAFC scene in Ghana. I think I was at Emmanuel Bonzi saying, no, Duba saying we just don't lack international matches. We don't match ourselves enough. Yeah, like I was saying, our players that we consider top pros, and I'm not mentioning any names here, are players that we consider established. Sometimes when they want to play, when the new names, and I'll put Kasoa Tekkz in the bracket because he's also a new name, but he's done extremely well for himself. When a new name like him wants to play with our established pros, that's where I'll go back to Emmanuel Bonzi's comment about the cha-cha style. If you don't bet on it, they don't play you, and we don't train a lot because maybe he doesn't have the money to bet, honestly. But we've got to start convincing ourselves that, hey, it's not just the betting that we want. I know the betting brings out a lot of money, but getting to the pinnacle of the esports scene within the EAFC scene in the world is also key to us. So taking it seriously with these training matches are also very key. So I think Duba was also spot on. I'll definitely encourage that. More for established pros, play amongst each other a lot of times. We encourage that a lot on Ultimate Battle because we bring those battles to you, but it's just not the battles that everybody should see. There should be some behind the door training sessions that we don't even hear of, so that you guys can definitely test yourself and then hopefully they are battle tested for the big games. When Obosi came back and said, what made Wonder Kid very different was his exposure. On YouTube, you find his gameplays with so many foreign players dating back to 2015, and I can't disagree with that at all. Wonder Kid, in those years of his prime in 2015, 16, 17, even right now, you could even call him in his prime because he could still beat some of the best players in the country. But in his prime at the time, he was exposed to playing the best, and not just in Africa, in the world. I think if you go on YouTube, you find him against Krasi. Krasi was, at the time, a popular FIFA YouTuber. Then he's still popular at this point, though. So, yeah, you could find games against other international pros, and there's also, I think, Emmanuel Bonzi has a good point. Mario says, Ghana boys, they like pressing too much. And he kind of sides with Faculty, because Faculty also said, we like using the second man press. We want to win the ball back so quickly, but upon the face, we open up. Oh, that was brilliant way to work it up the field, Mayweather. That was great to watch, and he'll come back with it. You could tell every single time he misses with an opportunity, he's not crestfallen at all. He wants to come back again with it. That's the mentality to have, and it could pay off for you. Boniface to get a strike in. The defense will win it back, but look at the persistent pressing from Kasoa Tekkz to hold on to it. Just immaculate from him. Petit, Ronaldinho. On the 10 to De Bruyne. When I'm done with these comments about the EAFC scene, I'll definitely go back to Faculty and what he thinks about some of these comments. So we'll see what he thinks. But Canvic also said our players have to learn cheats too. The pros used Haaland a lot for headings and crossing. Okay, that's also a good suggestion. I think it's very, very key because some of the players do it actually. We've seen the likes of Solots, Drogba in situations like those where we're having those lofted passes and the lofted crosses. So if we're able to learn a lot more of the meta, it could definitely help out. Because Canvic was there first hand to witness it. So he knows what he's talking about, and I think he's also made a very strong point. Tagma, I'm sure he was the one who just scored. He says, very soon I'm hoping to get there while we're behind you too as well. 25th with persistence. And you felt like it was coming from MayWeather. He's been pushing, and finally he's broken through with a big goal. In this series decider, MayWeather gets the first goal on board. And there's a Nigerian to do in the honors, Victor Boniface. Scruffy in the area, but he's going to take it all day long. Our first goal of game 4 comes via a Victor Boniface finish. I also saw a comment which really, really excited me. Tanya Dopel said, Charlie, are they forced for the commentary too? You know what? This just brings so much joy to my heart because usually when we're having conversations about the esports team, we have the conversations a lot about the players, and we have a lot of the conversations about the players, but we forget that the esports team has a lot of sectors that you could delve into. You know, in Ghana, of course, the focus is on the players, which are the pivotal part, but we've got esports photographers, we've got broadcasters, we've got casters like myself, we've got editors, we've got so many things that you can do within the esports team. So I'm just glad that Tagma was able to put out there that he's also good with commentary. You know what? For Ultimate Battle, we are putting out a first-hand invite to you for next week's battle. Even if you can't make it next week, any time that you're free, Friday evening where we do our battles, we give you a strong invite. You can come through where we do our battles. We are at Fadama Market, and you come and then just witness the greatness. Let's just see what you have. You know what? Because I'm all about also finding out new commentators. Because I've had people also come up to me and say, why am I the only one doing this? And of course, we know Vespa is not available at the moment, but I'm still open to helping people out, even if Tagma is not the best on his first day. You know, even the interest that he's shown alone has just given me so much confidence and then boost that there's a lot of potential in the country. So Tagma, we open our arms to your Ultimate Battle next week Friday. We're hoping to see you do your thing on the mic as well. And that's why we give players the opportunity as well to speak. Because with faculty right now with me, he's not only practicing his commentating skills as well, he's also practicing the way to answer interview questions, because every single time there are esports tournaments, there are interviews. And we are now seeing a lot of these athletes also become analysts on the game, and that's the kind of thing we are also introducing to Ultimate Battle. So we are just doing a whole lot. So Tagman, we open out that invitation to you, and it's a big privilege that you are able to also notice that you want to also try the commentating thing. It's a good one, and hopefully we're able to get you on it. But let me go back to faculty on this one. Someone made a comment about Duba made a comment about the pros not playing against each other. Do you feel like some of our big established players, then they feel like they catch where they don't want to train amongst each other?
Yeah, it be true. It be something they keep. What Duba they talk there, Charlie, it be true. It be true. So you go call them friendly to make you damn player. They say Charlie, yeah, he catch, get time make you damn play friendly or something.
So coming from faculty, meaning that it's a true statement. And I'll definitely have a talk with a lot of the pros. I'm fortunate to be able to have conversations with a lot of them. So I think it starts from the very top. And when we look at the very top, possibly the most established ones, I don't want to mention any names about someone doing it, but you know what? If it's most of the established pros, then we have to speak to all of them. So for the team managers that are currently watching, I know for the Play Province manager, he's watching and listening. I hope he has a conversation with his players for them to do the needful. For the Canvic players, I hope Canvic himself is also in the chat listening, and he also have a conversation with his players. If they after 6, the newly formed esports team manager is also in the mix. I know he's made some big signings. Hopefully he can speak to his players to also have them change their mindset. If the A's game Ace Gamers manager is also in listening, but definitely I'll have a conversation with them and hopefully we can change that narrative. 17 minutes gone, it's still Mayweather up by a goal to nil. Remember that if he wins this game, he closes this series out, winning 3-1. Can Kasoa Tekkz stop it though? That's the way to go. Getting a chance out of nothing. Playing up from distance. Huge save to parry that one away. Great save, and he holds on to it. Petr Cech with 15 minutes to go. It could be deciding moments now for Tekkz or Mayweather. Getting back into the comments, Tekkz says they're trying Charlie Biggers and thanks your motivation. That's great to hear from you, Tagma. Hopefully next week we can see you in person. You also said we've met before in a Tagma competition with the likes of Cobbs and Wonder Kid. And the Wonder Kid called Aloma. Yeah, exactly. It cast my mind back to a tournament we had in Tagma. It was lovely to watch. So hopefully we can have more of those, and we'll try our best as Ultimate Battle to also put on battles like those. They established against the newbies, as we would call them, but the newbies, they're really making noise in the scene. Cancelo, for Vinicius Jr., Drogba, Mayweather with series clinching in his sights. Can he seal the deal though? With Kasoa Tekkz looking to put on the press, Drogba gets the heavy touch and he loses out on it. Solo still not giving up though. Bellingham, this could open some space for him. The defense staying true to the course. Faculty, in a position like this in the industries, are you looking to play the clock game and make the time run out, or are you looking to get a goal to seal it?
Mayweather for try kill the game. You know that. So if you say you go hold the ball away, you do mistake, you take equalizer. It be our that hit the ball.
Well, it could cause big problems for him as he loses our possession. 5 minutes to go. Kasoa Tekkz is running out of time, and you can feel like it's getting to panic stations now because he just can't seem to hold on to it. Bellingham into Cancel Martinez. Kasoa Tekkz for him. What a tackle by his leave the lead now. And Kasoa Tekkz will get him back. What a channel his inner ultimate he can think of. De Bruyne into Drogba. This could be a big moment for him. Vinicius was just kind of held back, and Mayweather hold on to it. Brilliant passing to Fan. Carlos Alberto. He's just going to run into open space now. The Canvic man is on the field of sealing the deal. Possibly win this goal. There's a solo to seal it. And there's the icing on the cake. And that expression from Kasoa Tekkz on your screens tells you we have sealed the deal. We have closed a chapter on another amazing series. But look at the patience. Look at that patience from him. Solid burying that one for Mayweather. And that is that. Faculty, this compared to a lot of the series that we've had on Ultimate Battle, I think it's up there as one of the best because it was competitive.
Yeah. All the players or them be top players. So this no be match you go see like one side they win. Everybody prove.
All the score lines were also close. One goal margin, 2 goal margin. We never saw a 3-goal margin at any point. We never saw a blowout. But that will be that. It seems like Mayweather will seal the deal. Huge win. Huge win for Mayweather. The Canvic man makes it count as he wins this one with a big victory. Let me get back into the comments before we close this one out. I think someone is giving Faculty shout out. Says, yo, Faculty, Elvisa says what's up. Hey. Charlie, so USA, you gave us a video count. Yeah, Tagma says Mayweather no disappoints me. Yeah, he didn't disappoint at all. There's a reason why he was a man to represent Ghana on the big stage in Nigeria. Mario says GG's to you as well, Mario. Thanks for watching. Junior G says Mayweather, wow, that was excellent for him to finish it. And Anako says, how we go take Chop Senior? Nobody Chop predictions. It was interesting. It was difficult to call. Canvic says, this is Canvic Esports team. We play with style. Canvic says, GG's Tekkz, we go again. GG's to everybody in the chat, and kudos to Kasoa Tekkz. He played his heart out. I mean, it was a closely contested game. Like Faculty said, we never had big score lines anywhere. The biggest margin was a 2-goal margin, and it just tells you how closely contested it was. But finally, congratulations to the man from Canvic Records Esports team who've been making waves. MayWeather seals the deal and he now has a clean sheet on Ultimate Battle after 2 battles. Hopefully, we'll see him here again doing some more magic. Congratulations to MayWeather. He is our champion for the day. But that's how we'll end this one out. Because any last words before we close it out?
Oh, nah.
I hope you guys enjoyed the series. Stay tuned for next week. We'll have another banger. And you know what? Every single suggestion that was made in the comment section, we've taken big notes of it. The Ultimate Battle production crew has definitely taken big notes of it. And I hope you guys will be here to witness how we bring it to fruition. We bring it to life. We'll definitely make good use of all of those suggestions. Before we leave, all I say is subscribe to the channel if you haven't to. Kindly leave a like on the stream and we'll be back with more. My name is Slimore, and for myself and the whole of the Ultimate Battle production crew, we say thank you and we say we'll catch you some other time. Next week, same time, be there.
You got one last chance to rethink this.
Think of the possibilities.
Surrounded by supporters. Let us begin.
The cruelest battles always happen in the most beautiful places. Not this time. When you're fighting for your life, nothing else matters. Until victory is won.
No jokes, no gimmicks, just combat.
You are under arrest, dirtbag.
Let's go crazy.